And we are here today to respond to the reports of confiscation of 10,000 national IDs by the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control. As you may be aware, on Monday, 7th August 2023, last week, Mr. Simon Peter Monday, the spokesperson for DCIC, or the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control, addressed the weekly press briefing here at Uganda Police Headquarters in Naguru and revealed that they had confiscated over 10,000 national IDs from foreigners masquerading to be Ugandan citizens. As an authority with the mandate of identifying and registering Ugandan citizens, NIRA was partly blamed for the mishap, and we would like to clarify as follows. One, we need to note that NIRA derives its mandate from the Registration of Persons Act 2015. Sections 4 and 5 deal stipulate about the functions of the authority, and Section 6 obliges NIRA to cooperate with other government ministries, departments, and agencies in the implementation of the Act and the resolutions. And it also obliges all ministries, OMDAs, departments, and agencies to accord NIRA such assistance as may be necessary to ensure proper discharge of her mandate. It is thus against this background that NIRA relies on other government structures during the process of citizenship verification for registration of citizens for national identity cards. Some of these structures include the local government structures, the security structures, and so on. It is thus important to note that the rationale is that these local government structures conduct due diligence before recommending someone for registration as a citizen by birth. What we are trying to imply in here is that when someone is going to be registered as a citizen by birth, when we are carrying out registration as NIRA, we expect that person to have stamps and signatures appended by chairpersons LC1, the Gombora Internal Security Officer, or whom we call the GISO, and then the DISO at the district or the city level. And we need to note that the moment these people have recommended someone for registration, it is foolhardy, or it becomes very hard for NIRA not to register this person, because we expect them to have carried out their due diligence and ascertain that these people are citizens. But as you may be aware, well, of course, we have also had cases of local council, one chairpersons soliciting for funds from these applicants. Though this is not yet sophisticated, we shall deal with agencies like police to make sure that we arrest this vice. Every person who is being recommended for registration, this person is potentially a resident or at least must be a citizen by birth. And in order to be a citizen by birth, your parents or grandparents must have lived in Uganda by year 1926, when our boundaries were demarcated. Then we should also take note of Section 64 of the Registration of Persons Act, which mandates NIRA to continuously update information in the register on a basis. And we should also note that when the objection is raised on a particular person that has been registered, there are clear procedures on how we revoke this registration or how we stop list this. So far, we have stop listed at least 7,680 applications. 7,680 applications, and these people have been suspected to have obtained registrations fraudulently. How does someone get his registration stop listed? If you've applied to get a national ID, how do you become successful and how do you become stop listed? When you become stop listed, it means you have rejected your application and it means you are not a citizen. When you are a citizen, or when we are still doubting your citizenship, we can give you a temporary NIN or something like that. But when someone has been stop listed, we even infer you not to even register again as we revoke your citizenship. But we need to note that Section 57 of the Registration of Persons Act lays down the grounds for cancellation of registrations or citizenship, and this can be registration based on inaccurate or incomplete information. The moment you give us information that does not tally with our information that was given by your parents, and then registration obtained by fraud, false representation, bribery, double or multiple registration, or an order of court for cancellation. We need to know that the moment they are whistleblowers, pertaining your registration process at NIRA, and we are able to verify that indeed you are not a citizen when you registered for an ID. Maybe you could have bribed the chairperson LC1, or you could have gone through the structures of the GISOs and the DISOs, yet you may not have been a citizen. We are also able to stop list you basing on this. But we also need to note that for all these people who have been stop listed, where registrations have been revoked, we have accorded them natural justice. With natural justice, it has two principles. I know my senior comrades in here, you are aware. It has the principle of audi ortarem patem, whereby someone has a right to be heard. We have the other principle of nomo judex, whereby you cannot be a judge in your own case. If it is NIRA trying to revoke your registration or citizenship, at least NIRA must make sure that you've been given a right to be heard, and NIRA must also involve in other people. So in so doing, this is the way forward, so that we do not have such anomalies happening all the time. We do call upon all our stakeholders, especially the chairperson LC1s, the GISOs and the DISOs who are involved in the registration process, to do due diligence before they recommend people for registration. Because the moment someone has already received signatures or stamps appended at the LC1 level, it becomes hard for NIRA to reject this applicant. So it is always good to do due diligence at the lower levels. And in case you are a citizen and maybe you have come across such cases, please, this is our toll-free number. You can at least dial or call on it. 0800 211 700. 0800 211 700. Otherwise, NIRA is continuing to do its professional work. We do hereby commit that we shall make sure that all people who are getting national IDs are citizens, and we shall continue sensitizing all these stakeholders at the lower levels to make sure that we have at least an updated register whereby we only have citizens in this country with national IDs.